Right, now I caught up with where I left off. So anyone wondering about this game, it has 40 stages in it. Unfortunately, the game developers decided to add some DLC to the game, which extended it by 30 extra levels. Usually this would be a fantastic thing, but unfortunately it's caused the game to be broken. So once you initially beat the 40 stages, you then unlock time trial mode, and you can go back over the game again and target these blue little sparks that you see on the ground that you can then pick up, and it will freeze your time for you. In this mode, all it lets you do is, if you grab enough of them, well, you hit checkpoints through certain stages or parts in the stage, like this big blue swirl here, and then if I die, if I have 5 of the blue sparks, I can then respawn at that location. So some of the harder levels later on, it does help, but in general, it's not too bad. So the mechanic of this game is quite interesting, because it originally was an iOS game and Android, so you'd obviously flip your phone upside down in order to make the screen turn, whereas with the PlayStation you can only turn the controller. But I think it could have been an epic game if they'd possibly integrated it into maybe the Move or something along that line. Overall, it plays really well considering it used to be an Android game, but it's just unfortunate that it has those problems with the trophy side of things. Other than that, the game is fully playable and you can unlock things and track things. As for this video, I don't know whether I'll make it through all 40 stages. I'll do my damnedest if I can get through them, but I have got some other things to get on with this season. But haven't streamed in a while, so I thought this would be the perfect opportunity. Show off this game that basically hasn't been really spoke about. I didn't even know it existed up until I saw it in the shop. And it is on the store to buy, but it depends. I'd probably say wait for it to go on sale to grab it, because it is a short one. And there are a few stages that if you get stuck, there isn't a lot you can do to get past it. You have to just basically persevere until you get off the stage. One stage in particular that I despised for ages was level 19. It is a free fall moment where basically the entire level is you just free falling and trying to avoid spikes, but you don't have much like movement or control over it. A lot like this, because unlike the traditional platform game that I thought this was going to be, the actual turn point is that it is a what you call it, you control the screen and the character just walks on his own. The story behind this, because if you collect as you progress through the game, you'll notice there's 3 dots in the top right corner. This run through, I'm not bothering with the diamonds, but there are 3 diamonds per stage, and as you unlock the diamonds and just generally progress through the game, you'll unlock story segments as like a picture book, and that tells you the story of like how you come to be, where you are, and what you're doing. And it's quite a sad story, because it is basically, this is meant to be like a metaphor of the mind. And when you lose an animal, obviously you go to a dark place, and it's all about this tree has been infested with darkness and has woken up the animal that's been left at the resting place to help clear the darkness out. And then in return of that, it's going to be resurrected back to the owner. But it's it just kind of takes you through a journey of obviously losing your pets, and then obviously the new love that you find when enough time has passed, but obviously it addresses the pain. So it's a weird way of like the darker story that it is, but it is overall quite a deep meaning, considering the game itself is just free falling mechanics. So level 19 is like a bigger version of that stage right there. But yeah, let's see how many stages I can get into here. But for anyone that is a completionist of this game, thanks to my buddy Noel Edwards, he told me how to go offline, and you can remove the title update so you're able to get the time trial trophies, but you have to do them after you beat the game. You unlock time trial mode. It's at that point you have to go offline and remove the update. If you don't, the game registers you as completing one and then gets stuck, so it will no longer update beyond that point, so your tracker will always say that you're at 1. And because you're at 1 out of 40 time trials, it means that you can never technically finish the damn game, because the trophy for getting 5 time trials never registers. So it's unfortunate, but that is what the problem is with it. But if you don't care about trophies, then this game is overall fantastic. Very interesting mechanics, and I find it hard to find another game that's anywhere near like this one with the mechanics. Obviously with games like Super Meat Boy Forever now out, that one's gone a different way with the fact that you now just are on the running all the time. You once again don't have control of your character, he's just sprinting all the time. But overall, this game was a lot of fun to play. It was kind of a unseeded arcade game, and truth be told, I wouldn't have found it if it wasn't for the fact that I found it in a retail box. Yeah, the store I don't often visit. I usually just, I've got such a huge backlog, I tend to avoid looking for more. But yeah, hopefully I can get back to streaming some more, showing off some more gameplay of different games, and start building different content. I've got a few unboxings that I've got planned that I want to get on with as well. But overall, I don't know which way I started. I think this is where I'm at. There'll be more content coming to the channel soon. But obviously with this, I'm just kind of leaving this message just in case anyone does come back and watch this game, gets intrigued by it. But I just thought I'd highlight it since I personally had a great time playing it. Cheers. Yep. So. Oh. bad timing. Come on. Checkpoint, so I can find out what's been screaming. No, there's it. There we go. Right, that's level 12, and we've got, what, 30? No, we've got 40 stages, so it must mean, yeah, 28 stages to go. Ooh, interested to see how quick I can get through the 40 stages. Right, so this one's an interesting one. It was not fun on time trial mode. You have to do it under so much time, and as you can see, you have to hit certain bricks in certain directions. I mean, going back over this particular problem is actually quite interesting to see how easy this game actually is when you break down the stages, but yeah. And also, because of time trials, you're under so much pressure to, like, speed. I have to keep reminding myself to stop and slow the hell down. I'm moving too fast, and that's what's killing me. Like this. I'm still in the wrong place there. Ooh. Glad I got that on camera. That was too close. Look, and through, and yeah, I'm doing a really bad job for diamonds, but I did collect them all up. I did gather them. Pro tip for all the diamonds, though, is if you do have the extra 30 DLC levels, or I think you could buy the pack separately on the marketplace, you can actually use the bonus levels to find extra diamonds if you can't get one of the ones on here or a couple of the ones on here, because some of them are in really awkward places and you just have to be either lucky or just perfect timing. Because I notice every time you die, kind of like bugs like you're seeing on this level get reset and they get put in different times, or they're out of sync with what they were the last time that you saw them, so they're not always necessarily the same, same issue. But yeah, they'll sometimes be in a different place or different location, so you're not likely to headbutt someone twice. But, there you go again. Whoop, whoop, and that checkpoint note. But as you can see there, diamond right there. See, some of them are in easy to spot places. The handy thing is you have like the little eye of the spirit tree. That's the weird little dot you see chasing me. It's not cursor, it's actually the spirit tree itself tracking my location. So that little guy points out where I can find diamonds. It also points to the exit. So if you're ever lost or looking for a diamond, that guy will run and hover over it to indicate that it's there. Because there's a few levels where the diamonds are hidden in like secret walls. But overall, I had a lot of fun playing this game, as I said earlier. But it's just a shame that it did have a few problems. Here we are with the next level. But as you can see, quite a few, they did try quite hard with different mechanics. This is the other style of level that they do, which is basically you become the spirit tree eye and you then go through a maze. And it's self-explanatory, really. You've played a ball in a maze before, I'm sure, or at least seen one. And you just got to work your way through a labyrinth. And sometimes you get yourself lost, like now where I've got myself stuck in here. But there's a diamond there that it insists that you go and look for, but I'm not interested in those this run, so I'm going to work my way back out and go down. once again, these are one of those kind of high pressure levels where when you're on the timer, you're just like, please take the right route, please take the right route, don't get stuck. But, yeah. Overall, impressed. There it is, that's our exit. So how do I get it? Yeah, I'm close. It's over that. We'll go over here and right there. There we go. Whoosh. And done. That's it. Level's finished. Simple as A, B, C. Right. So, to run you quickly through the trophies is basically, they're quite straightforward. You've literally got to beat 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 levels. You then have to collect 10, 20, 30, I believe 40, and then it starts going in increments of 20. So I think it's 60, 80, 100, 120 as far as the diamonds are concerned. From that, you then, all you'll have left is to actually beat the game again in time trial mode. You've got to beat all 40 levels through time trial mode. So, overall, if the platinum worked, I'd say this game would probably be maybe 4 out of 10 difficulty. It's not really a big challenge, it's just, like I say, it's very disappointing that the trophies just don't track, at least with time trial mode. But more or less, I'll just leave you guys to watch as I finish the game, I suppose. I might tune back in if I'm going to jump off it, but we'll see how far. I'm making good time here. Tune in for any future content and check me out for some unboxing coming very soon. I've got quite a few anime box sets, 1 or 2 collector's editions, and got a couple of games coming out in September as well that I'll be doing unboxes for, including the Tales of Arise. I've got both of those on order, and I might look into doing some other things as well. But for the time being, I'll catch you guys later on. Enjoy the rest of this game, and I'll see you on the next one. See you later, guys.
you